Richard Kuchen. I was a Teleman first class when I was discharged. Away we went, the first med cruise of the ship. The Saratoga made more med cruises than any ship ever. It made more Suez passages more than any ship ever. I have it all down here. The whole itinerary of the ship from the day it was keeled to the day it was taken out of commission. And anyway, we were there. I was watching them load the ship. It was strange, you know. They were loading cases and cases of cigarettes. And then the next thing I saw was beer, cases of beer. Well, I don't know where that went, but we never saw it on the whole cruise. I guess just the officers drank beer. I think it took us 4 days, 5 days to get over there. And we got to Gibraltar first. And I had a Liberty in Gibraltar. That was very interesting going up on the rock itself. And what they said about it was true. The monkeys would jump right on you. There was thousands of monkeys up there. And from there, we went to Barcelona, Spain. We were one of the first ships, if not the first, to go into Barcelona. Spain was closed to us for years. You know, they had the Franco, they had the war there before World War II. So we were not in their good graces for the longest time, even then. But we did get a Liberty in Barcelona. Went and saw a bullfight. They actually killed the bull in Spain, and we saw a couple of other interesting architecture there. I happened to be 22. I was probably one of the oldest, because that was the end of my career. And we left there and went to Naples. We anchored out in Naples. We had to go in by a Liberty boat in Naples. You wouldn't think so, because that was our main, but we just couldn't get in there. And we had a Liberty there. Very interesting, very interesting. We started walking into the town, and before you know it, you're walking up the bottom of Mount Vesuvius. And people lived right off on both sides in these little tiny enclaves, so to speak. We had never been there before. They were still fairly poor. It was known, Naples was known as the welfare state of Italy. Nobody worked. Nobody worked, per se. I wasn't comfortable in Naples. We went to Genoa from there, up the coast, all the way to Genoa, which is at the top. And that's very interesting. They have a beautiful statue of Columbus there. And it's a whole different, northern Italy and southern Italy is like going into two different countries. And a much higher class type of people. And immaculate. You wouldn't find a scrap on the street. And well, we did get a Liberty in there too. When we got to Lebanon, we were right off the capital, Beirut, which at that time, Beirut has always been a beautiful, beautiful city. Lebanon is the most Christianized country even today in that area. There are more Christians in Lebanon than any other country there. And it's just above Israel, and Syria is to the west. Oh, we never got ashore. Only the Marines. They did land some Marines, they did. We had a Marine detachment. Every carrier at that time had a Marine detachment. They don't have the Marine detachments on the ships anymore. But we had a Marine detachment of probably 50, 60 Marines. And they did the guard duty. They took care of the brigs, whatever. But I understand that's not the way it is anymore. But there was no Liberty in Lebanon. We could just observe it from where we were. We were close to shore. And we could see the yachts going in and out and the people swimming on the beach. And like I say, it was like a normal day. We went with a Saratoga. Naturally didn't go there alone. We had our destroyers and destroyer escorts. When we got over there, we worked with the Essex, which was an older carrier. She was there.